So I was involved in a daycare programme at St George's Crypt called Growing Rooms, where I was there to address my issues with addiction and stuff like that. And I'm quite fortunate that representatives from our foundation came and spoke to us in a group and told us what they were about and what they wanted to do. I'd already wrote myself off, and one of the biggest problems that I had was sort of seeing a future and thinking that because of my past, I won't be able to sort of get a job or a decent job or something that I wanted to do. I just thought I'd be stuck in a factory somewhere on a production line, and it was either that or I was going to be, limited to what I could do, because of my experience and because of my past. I've had a couple of jobs, but not for any period of time due to my addiction. I wasn't able to hold a job down, so mainly like agency work and stuff like that, Everything from cleaning to working in factories, all different kinds of labouring on sites, stuff. And I never really had a passion for or enjoyed, and it always put me off work, but it was more a means to an end. I was in active addiction, so my life was a nightmare. I was just controlled by fear constantly, trying to avoid myself on a daily basis by taking as many substances as I could get. Because I couldn't deal with society, I couldn't deal with the world, I couldn't deal with myself, I had no self-acceptance. The word to summarise it was just pain. I was in pain, I was constantly in pain. Lots and lots of skills I reckon that are transferable, You have to survive when you're on drugs, so you have to become good at what you do, so in order to survive in that sort of environment, you have to be able to adapt, you have to be able to think ahead to keep yourself out of prison, you have to be able to sort of come up with strategies and plans. I was able to recognise a market. I was able to come up with sales strategies and marketing schemes to promote a product. I was able to source best possible products, forward thinking, being able to forecast, make predictions about what's going to happen, look at market, look at my stock, look at turnover, look at profit margins, lots and lots of skills that I've developed around sort of drug dealing. Anything that was to do with business, and that put me in an environment where I could potentially help develop something, help it grow, bring new innovative ideas, anything that'd be a challenge. I really rise to a challenge, I always have done. I've always had that spirit where I didn't want to quit, because I never felt good enough, so I always wanted to prove that I was good enough, to myself and to other people, very competitive, very driven, very focused. I'm excited because from working with you guys, I've been able to see that there are opportunities, and that I'm not just limited to working in a factory, that I can do what I want to do, I can be who I want to be, because there's opportunities that are being created by yourselves and by businesses that are sort of endorsing your charity and working with you. My drive, my focus, my honesty, my open-mindedness, my willingness, my passion, my ability to be able to accept constructive criticism and develop with it, and grow. It's part of my process. I've got to do that. I've got to learn from mistakes, because that's how I learn. It means so much. It'd be the next chapter of my life, from leaving recovery and working on myself into sort of next chapter, and it would be, an exciting journey. The prospect of it is something that I want, I'm working towards that. Understanding, it's that sort of willingness to help me overcome any problems that I've got, and understand that I've been damaged throughout my life and I am in recovery and repair, do you know, and that's what I'm doing. Because like's been mentioned, I've got lots of experience, you know, I've seen things from different perspectives and angles, you know. I'm willing to share that with my team. I'm willing to sort of help. I'm honest. That's one good point now. You know, now I'm not dishonest in any way. I'm sort of, I set a standard for myself. I'm honest thoroughly. I'm constantly working on myself and doing inventories and looking at how I've behaved, and if I'm being honest in action or word. You know, I don't hurt anybody anymore. I contribute and I help. You know, and that's a good quality to have. Honesty. You know, I'm open-minded. I'm willing. I'm just asking for a second chance at life. You know. Best way of saying it, to do with this journey, it'd be rewarding for them and it'd be rewarding for me. You know, I believe that I've got lots and lots to contribute. I think I've got lots to give, and I think that if somebody potentially give me that opportunity, everything that they invested, they'd get a return on that tenfold. You know, and they'd also be helping society. You know, they'd be helping Leeds and surrounding areas become a much better city. You know. Would be helping solve so many problems. You know, I ain't come through recovery to be stuck on benefits in a bedsit somewhere. You know, I want a life. You know, I've made a lot of mistakes in the past, but the past is the past, and lessons have been learned. You know, and in order for me to succeed, I need help.